Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Hildibrand adventures. Previously, we helped Nashu track down the mysterious leader of a roving band of zombies, Zombiebrand, but of course, Zombiebrand just turned out to be Hildibrand with amnesia. Seconds after he regained his memories, thanks to an explosive decision, Hildibrand ran off, eager to chase a case that he sensed in the distance. It seems there's some kind of duelist out there who's trouncing foes and then stealing their weapons afterwards. And the hunt continues, I say. The perpetrator issued a warning by sending his calling card, I guess you could say. Anywho, I'm joined here by Ellie, investigative reporter of the Mithril Eye newspaper. So, what does she have to say? The science of deduction. Ellie wishes to share her latest discoveries with you. Perchance you are curious about the duelist's declared target. It so happens I have identified the weapon in question. The treaty blade is part of an Ishgardian noble's collection, or was, I should say. No, it has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an Uldan collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice it to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I to not investigate her, and should the duelist strike while I am present, well, I hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I'm told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I'm also told that she has a fondness for rare flowers, the sort Tutusi in Camp Drybone sells. You can come along if you like. And there she goes. Well, that's a lot to take in, but I guess we'll get going. I had a feeling you couldn't resist the pull of a good story. Since you're here, why don't you choose the Althick Lavender to buy? Here you are, miss. Thank you for your patronage. Was it for love or money that you killed him? Who? It was you? Have you gone mad? That was an Amalja arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Amalja don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves, for God's sakes, or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again I ask, was it because he took from you your share or your sister? You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that. And yet he... Damn. I thought he did it for the money. You two, he's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for the help, Inspector. At least he's competent. But when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not at all like that buffoon Hildibrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildibrand. We should get going. Lady Dorilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. Maybe we'll see that mysterious elfin investigator later. Aha. A fragrant variety of lavender rarely found in the arid lowland regions of Thanalan. That's where we are right now. Oh God, I have to return to the waking sands. If you know, you know. Vesper Bay, home of the Waking Sands. This is a place you go to a lot in the main story. Should be in here. Hello? I believe you have something to present to Lady Dorilda. Go on, then. Okay. Again, as I told the last 20 who came before, if you have come looking for work, you are too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. Here? Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the magic words, and you would earn my respect? What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time. Everlasting, enduring, unchanging. Like mine. Now get out. Forgive us, Lady Duralda. We meant no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools. I shall come to claim the collector's blade, yes? I read the mithril eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized or worse. And even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. But you may see for yourself. Like every piece in my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look on my peerless inspector, interlopers, and despair. Oh, this'll be good. Ships that pass in the night, a signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. Well, to his credit, he knows how to make an entrance. My lady, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well? Or perchance in pursuit of me? In your dreams, bub. As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable, incompetent... To be fair, you are not spending a single gil on me. The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Briardian, consulting inspector. At your service, my lady. Conniving inspector. Consulting inspector. Rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildibrand Manderville and Nashu Makaraka, I presume. Two rank amateurs playing at a profession of which they know not. Call me when you've finished with these wastrels. You see, I do not want nor need your help. Briardian is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria? And where is my vase? There was this strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. I was so... That vase once belonged to the royal house of Thorn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? Why would you entrust such a priceless vase to a little girl? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? My lady, pray allow me to go in the girl's stead. It is not safe for her, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. Did she? With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect, at which point you will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Not when spoken aloud. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? You shouldn't make faces like that at a little girl. I picked up the vase in Ulda, like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge, and then the flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone. But so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Nathaka's wells. I want to go and look, but there were scary-looking things down there. I'm scared to go alone. You are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase. All 5 of us. Yeah. All 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Briardian. As the duelist strikes, I mean to be there. But Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Because that's my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away. We don't even know what the bloody vase looks like. Maria, dear, listen, if it gets dangerous or if you feel afraid, you run to this adventurer for help, understand? Yeah, I am pretty strong. Don't mean to brag or anything. You're awful, I hate you. Out! Out! I have forthcoming appointments with very prestigious guests, and will suffer your presence no longer. Rude. Alright. Away we go. Well, here's one spot. That girl what run by earlier. I seen her. Had something in her hands, but dropped it while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon it didn't matter any road. Whatever it was, it's long gone by now. Wow, that's actually extremely helpful. Thank you. So yeah, I'm let's playing this right after finishing Ace Attorney, and I gotta say, the inspector, the weird little girl, the snooty rival inspector, the journalist, it screams Ace Attorney, and that's why I know that I had to do this Let's Play right after finishing that franchise. It's just too perfect. And speaking of, I decided to dress my character in clothes I wouldn't usually wear, but if my character did appear in the Ace Attorney franchise, this is what I think she would look like. Kinda. I got kind of like a cravat going, except it's a pretentious bow tie, I guess. Yeah. A vase. Well, anything that falls in the water is like to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does this have anything to do with that queer winged beast I saw earlier? No? Never mind then. Wow. There is a winged beast. I guess that girl was telling the truth. Oh! Gee! Look at this! Look at this flamboyant oaf and his conspicuous green chicken. Golly, I wonder if they're important. Oh, I've been waiting for this. A pox upon that thieving demon bird. You shall rue the day you cross paths with me. Huh? A vase? I know not of what you... Ah, curse this infernal refuse underfoot. Every point is a dagger. There is something in the water at the man's feet. I suppose we'll take a look. Don't mind me, sir. Do I spy the treasured vase of Lady Derilda over... Oh dear. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I did not notice. Your search for what, pray tell? The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next in the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase, following it to these waters, and in my haste I must have stepped upon your vase. Don't fret, Maria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand will think of something. Oh, but I already have my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for as the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. But first, we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. Okay. How you doing, Hildy? Why does this feel so familiar? Well, we were just looking around for a sword in water earlier. How could I have been so careless? Yeah, let's pick stuff up. I love how nonchalant this meeting with this clearly important character is. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention. When you make your character in Final Fantasy XIV, you can choose a height. There's a height slider. I made my character 193 centimeters tall, or 6'4". That is because that is my height in real life. So if you ever see my character standing next to someone, well, that would be how I stack up to them in real life. I guess I'm the same height as Hildy. Or, no, I think he's maybe 6'5". Anyway, precious potsherd. All the Sultan's chocobos and all the Sultan's men couldn't put this vase back together again. Oh, that's cute. Come to present your findings, have you? Splendid. Let's have a look. Sure. Well done, my friend. This should be more than sufficient for our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all. To whom does he refer to? A shattered antique vase will not deter Inspector Hildibrand from his mission. There is but one person in all Eorzea capable of reconstructing this vase. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one would of a great warrior. Once a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in Ul'dah, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. His was the last shop the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the gold court. The brass blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was that the testimony of the thief, who kept muttering the words, "The hammer, the hammer." He sounds dangerous. Aye, that he does, and I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and that is my companion Enkidu. So, alright. I bet a few Final Fantasy fans already recognized him. Gilgamesh is a recurring character who appears in multiple titles, and best of all, it's heavily implied that he is the same character in all games. Even though every Final Fantasy has a different universe, really, Gilgamesh transcends universes. That's good. And of course, he and Enkidu, his partner, named after the oldest work of human literature known, the Epic of Gilgamesh, dating back to ancient Mesopotamia. So that's neat.
Well, not really. It has been many moons since I last saw her, so to ease the burden of loneliness I tamed a rooster and painted it green.
Oh. Oh, that's not the real Enkidu. Okay. Alright.
In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help.
The pleasure is all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome.
If it is that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil.
Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Okay, so, yes, if you're a long-time viewer of my YouTube channel and had watched my playthrough of Fate Stay Night and were wondering why I called Gilgamesh in that game Greg, this is why. This is why. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most likely to be found in the vicinity of Blue Fog in northern Thanalan. It is there we will begin our search. Sure thing. Let's head straight there. If a Doblin became a zombie, would that make it a Zomblin? Or a Dombie? Doblin carcass. The Doblin's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did it is still around? I see Greg. Let's check in with him. Maybe he's found a lead.
This goldsmith is not to be trifled with.
Basilisk carcass. The basilisk's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north.
A single blow to the head. Impressive.
Now an Ahriman too? Alright. His handiwork is unmistakable. The corpse is still quite warm. The Doblin, the Basilisk, this Ahriman, all were slain with a hammer, as was that beast over yonder, unless I am mistaken. That chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he is watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Alas, it comes to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable.
What must you do that is so terrible?
I must dance. I'm a Manderville man, doing what only a Manderville can. From the peaks of Kerthus to Thanalan, Manderville man.
I cannot avert mine eyes.
That is the dance of House Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good woman, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead. Though it be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions, I must bequeath to you the Manderville. Sure. Oh, the drama. You have learned the emote Manderville dance. Okay. Sure. Are you really going to do the Manderville? Oh, I can't wait.
What manner of man can be summoned only through dance?
Manderville men, the time has come for you to do what only a Manderville can. We are as siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now you must use that knowledge, go to the fallen chimera, and dance like only a Manderville can. I will, Hildy. I will. I shall maintain my distance for now, but fear not. Should aught go awry, I will fly to your side at once. Will you? Okay. Now this is a scene I remember. It's unforgettable, really. Here we go. I like how every head of the chimera has a hammer embedded in it. That's neat.
Fancy yourself a Manderville man? You will do what only a Manderville can. Then lift your legs and put up your hands, be a Manderville man. He comes.
Hey, eyes off my weapon, buddy. I worked so hard for those.
Ho, ho, ho! You have naught to fear from me, not at all. The only accounts I came to settle were with a chimera. But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? No, you came in search of me, Godbert. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? Wait, I know you. She of strong yet tender fingers.
So, I forget where. I think it may even be in the main story of this game, but at some point, I had met this man and had to massage oil into him. There's a running theme in this family.
But, more importantly, how in the hells did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach you, then who? By the grace of Thal, what sorcery is this? He yet lives. Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximilian, Manderville!
So, a bit of humor I'd like to point out. That sound effect that Godbert emitted, that lightning crackle around his body, that sound effect, that is what happens when a player uses a limit break move in this game in a party. It's his ultimate technique, that suplex at Mach speed. Truly glorious. Anywho.
10 years, Hildibrand. 10 years since you left home, and 5 since I learned of your trip to Delamud. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that their beloved son was dead? Son, you are Hildy's father. Godbert the goldsmith's a Manderville man, smithing as only a Manderville can. Oil him up and give him a tan, fit for a Manderville man.
Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. This antique vase must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria. Are we just comparing my height? Godbert must be like 7 feet tall.
Do not worry, little one. I deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement.
Yeah, he did it.
Hold your applause until the end. Byr Gott, guide my hammer. Look how it sparkles in the twilight, how it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that it is a work of art?
You've completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value.
Nonsense. I have taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you were paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer?
Father, that is not my path. I am an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others too, innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist.
I thought you had put away childish dreams. No matter, you will understand in due time.
No, I will not. I'm an inspector, Father. I can be naught else. Mr. Godbert, sir. I don't think my mother is going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildibrand help with the investigation.
We cannot say that for certain, can we? Mayhap she will take a liking to this reimagining. You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his, and could do as well, I should think.
I see you two possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad am I to have met you, Greg. Now let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received.
Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence! I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. Oh, I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me, I shall follow anon.
That worked out wonderfully. It only took a painful suplex and being buried halfway underground, but yeah, that was worth it. Huh? Combat music. Hello? Okay, I guess I need to pray return to the waking sands. Oh my god. I'm gonna have a fit. Oh, hello. It's Briardian. Huh. He's issuing commands to some soldiers or maybe mercenaries? That's interesting. Mayhap Miss Maria should be the one to present the vase. Sure. I hope she likes it. The reconstructed vase, if every component of an object, were to be replaced, could the resulting object be fundamentally considered the same? Philosophers are unsure. Godbert does not care. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? I can never take that word seriously again. I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now, you see here, Lady Dorilda, not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... Gaudy trash? Lord Manderville, sir. I did not realize you had arrived. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. I like that even though you see he's wearing a suit now, when his full body's revealed, you're like, oh, okay, I guess he just wears that.
Oh, it does, my lady. It does indeed. Especially that exquisite vase over yonder. Although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction.
Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection.
Oh, what a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandervilles do so take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildibrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist's threats? Enough expository banter, I say.
I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildibrand, will you not? Wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godbert Manderville, the man who took Eoland Quiveron's seat on the Syndicate?
It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Briarden. Consenting or conniving?
I think she likes it.
And thank God for Godbert, man. I hope I did not speak over much earlier. My wife would describe it as a proclivity to pontificate, but I prefer to think of it as an earnest desire to establish rapport with my fellow man. Come, we have a thief to catch. Let us seek out Inspector Briardian at once. Sure. Like if I was Nashu's stalker, I'd be back here. Maybe not. There he is. Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Dorilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jojonpa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the Observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Dorilda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Boy. Say that 5 times fast. Oh.
Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real treaty blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. Superfluous. Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. Ho ho ho! A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Kerfuffle. Poor Greg. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less. Be seeing you.
Pray forgive my lateness.
Speak of the devil. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in... a ridiculous outfit.
A ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I am intrigued. What reasons could a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing?
Haha, what reasons indeed. It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. Oh my god. He forgot the color. Hi, Greg.
That damnable demon bird continues to elude me, but no longer. Soon I shall claim my revenge and weapon both.
The three collectors. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly small folk in accordance with Inspector Briardian's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once. Oh my god. My redoubtable confederate! You are an experienced traveler, are you not? Why don't you lead the way to Kerfuffle? Sure, I guess I will. Okay, here we go. Yep, snowy Kerfuffle indeed. Now, where am I going? Oh. Right here. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are the one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade. Clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant. They're with us, more small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But, sir, Oh, bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back.
I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows. Mayhap keeping active will help me to stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find the thieving duelist, I will of course summon you, after administering the requisite beating. Haha.
Bye, Greg. Oh my god. Good, you're still... Huh? Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg.
He ventured outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief, as are we. Come, Nashu, we too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man with the east gates? We're undermanned over there. Sure. I feel so incredibly nervous leaving Hildy out of my sight, but I'm sure everything will turn out just fine. Any halberd-wielding mummers shall answer to me. You see that just now? No? I don't think my eyes are playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here.
Inspector, over there, look.
What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. Aha! I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingered here overlong. We must egress post-haste.
Okay. I can't believe Greg is hiding in plain sight.
There is naught out of the ordinary here either.
No luck, huh?
We have scoured every elm of this area to no avail. I can only conclude that, having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildibrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding.
Or perhaps he is waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits.
I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary.
I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use.
By the 12, is that the selfsame spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? Oh my god, it did? Really? Oh my god.
It was buried in the snow.
Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should worse come to worse. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium.
There's no way this will end well. Come now, how hard can it be to find a large man dressed in red in Kerfuffle? Harder than you would think, I guess. All right.
All right, what's all this then? Take your post, my good woman, and entrust your safety to me. Inspector Hildibrand is ready for battle.
It's cold out here.
Good insight. Let's wait around. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the selfsame creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was wielded a musket barrel. Which was one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearn to reclaim it, the strongest of spears. That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears.
I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious.
Now you call me Shirley. No matter, give it to me. Give it to me.
This spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again.
This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again.
Then we are at an impasse. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Ellie, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man who I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life.
Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat.
I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him.
A confession to what? I have done naught wrong. Ah, you are all beyond reason.
Ah, yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be a coup de grace. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't, so let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. That's Final Fantasy XIV's way of saying, hey nerd, it's gonna be a boss fight, grab some other players. Hell yeah. Which way did he go, Zephyria? Did you see? Lest you find my advice unsporting, I remind you that our duty supersedes any misbegotten notions of honor you may possess. His name isn't really Greg, is it? Nope. No, sir. Let's go track down Hildy. Oh. Okay. Hey, buddy.
Not you, Miss Ellie?
Oh, my good woman, it is a relief to hear your footfalls. As you have doubtless deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you.
Now that's a big bridge. I'd love to battle on it.
Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time.
That wasn't even a mystery. You surprised me.
You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand. We were fated to duel, you and I. Best me and you may have the spear. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. For Gilgamesh, it is embiggening time.
You and me, Greg, and the 7 other people. Yes, as I said earlier, Battle on the Big Bridge now accessible. This Let's Play will feature a few boss fights. This is the first of, I want to say, 3 total? Wait. No, there's 4. I think there's 4? At least 4. Neat. No, wait, there's 5. I'm thinking of 5. Ooh, I think there's 5. Anyway, yeah, so I need to queue up, so I'm playing as a ninja. That's a DPS role, so I might have to wait a while, but it'll be worth the wait. Day 37. Hope is growing thin. The memory of advancing through text boxes is distant. I almost forget what it's like to enjoy a humorous story. Considering gnawing off my left leg for sustenance, the outlook is grim. Any second. It's been 16 minutes, nearly 17. I can feel it. Any second now. I can feel it. Ooh, there it is. Right now. Right now. Day 52. I am down 1 leg. It didn't even taste that good. The outlook is grim, but I cling to hope and the knowledge that my survival is dependent on someone watching me at this moment and clicking a little button named subscribe. I can feel it. I think death approaches, but if only someone were to click the subscribe button, I could sustain myself just a little longer. Well, it's been 25 minutes. That is extremely uncharacteristic. It really shouldn't take that long. Even for a DPS queue, Look, I wanted to stay as a ninja for this portion of the Hildibrand adventures. I would be changing my jobs and outfit later, but I might want to go as a healer or a tank and get a faster queue. Like, the game has a system where you get daily rewards for signing up to any dungeon or trial that you've unlocked, and that's how the more niche boss battles get filled in for queues, but no one's doing it. It's been 26 minutes now. What do I do? Ah, cripes. Well, shit. That marks 30 minutes of waiting. Fine, I guess I'll play a healer. Fine. Let's try White Mage. I like White Mage. I'm all pretty and shit. Yeah. Right now. Oh shit! Oh, yeah! Ah! Okay. Yeah! Oh, I love you, White Mage. Oh shit! That only took 2 minutes of waiting. Great. So, of course, Gilgamesh debuted in Final Fantasy V, where you fought him on a big bridge. Hell yeah. Let's get this done, everyone. Now, as a healer, my role is to keep everyone alive, but I do have an assortment of damaging spells, so every moment that I'm not healing, I spend it damaging. Namely, throwing rocks at him. Uh-oh. He turned me into a toad, and now Enkidu is trying to eat me. No! Run!
I admit it. Fighting all 8 of you is just too much for me. Not? Ha! I lied! Empathy!
That trickster feigned giving up.
It's far from the strongest of spears. I feel so betrayed. Goodness gracious. I just remembered something.
He flees? The coward. We gotta pursue him. God, I love the music to this fight. It's so good. That's a rebel dealt
I
with.
must say, I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained an understanding. An understanding, and I will pound you silly! Ha-ha!
I love the voice acting here. Well, it seems he bought a lot of extra Enkidus and painted them green.
Punch!
Uh-oh, he's confusing people. They're attacking our allies. Uh-oh. Need to be mindful. Whirlwind slash incoming. Yeah. It's nice that you get warnings that attacks are incoming.
Rocket punch!
Stop rocket punching
I
people.
won't go down so easily.
Oh, looks like we won. That wasn't too hard.
Well then. That's enough of a beating for now.
Rest in peace, Greg. I hardly knew ya. Oh, what a loss. Well, that's that. It seems everyone left while I was in the cutscene. So, yeah, that was, trivially easy. And there's a reason for that. See, that content was released back in version 2.0, and now we're up in version 7.0. The way that all the jobs function has completely changed. Like, it used to be you had to make sure you were gemming your equipment just right so you could hit accuracy thresholds. Now you just attack and it always lands, so that's good. Yeah, everyone is like 3 times as powerful as they should be for this early in the story, but as we move forward and advance through the expansions and get into later boss fights, they will last much longer and the complexity of the mechanics will increase. But for now, yeah, it's utterly trivial. Can I go back to Ninja now? No, I'm still in the duty. Okay. Let's exit. Oh, here we are. Now I can change back. Ah. Oh, Hildy. No. Oh. Why, Greg? Why? Are you dead again, Inspector? How many swords did he drop while... Wait, doesn't that one just there look just like Elazar's sword? But even to my untrained eye, this is obviously a counterfeit blade. And so is this one. And this one. What in the world? Alone, yet still armed. In any case, he seemed satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. Sure. If you wish to be present, I won't object. Meet me in Vesper Bay. Sounds good to me. Let's head there. Hello, everyone's gathered. Except Hildy. Where is Hildy? Oh, there is Hildy. Oh, that animation was great! Oh, that's spectacular. Ah, 'tis more magnificent than I imagined. 'Twill make a fine addition to my collection. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. Yeah, I'm cool. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be a thief. There you are, Inspector Briardian. Why did you not wait for me at the docks? Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where is my treaty blade? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? That crafty devil. Disguise yourself as the client and let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. If the man in red did not send the challenge, then who did? I believe this is addressed to me, condescending Inspector Briardian. Piss off. 400 years have I slept, 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and the wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Very well. I and I alone, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. You want the challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon! He loves it! How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? And you, Maria! Well, I suppose it's a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later, just you and me.
Not bad, Hildy. Not bad at all. You are indeed a Manderville man.
Mark my face, O phantom of many faces, for it is the face of the... Quest complete. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue. As seeds of jealousy quicken within an inspector's soul. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will this Manderville man find his Manderville wife? A case of indecency. Oh, joy. Hey, what's with the goggles those men are wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair? Guess we'll find out next time.
Huh. Alright. Manderville wife. Well, I suppose that'll do it for now. This has been the second chapter of the Hildibrand adventures, somehow more absurd than the first. And frankly, it only gets more absurd from here. You have seen nothing. I swear to you, you have no idea. Man, this is quaint. Yeah, I'm still having tons of fun here. Wonderful series. Love the side quest. It's so good to fall back in love with this series, man. These side quests, I mean, Hildibrand is such a relentlessly amusing and enjoyable character. And the supporting cast is, well, it's also great. I love Godbert. He's genuinely one of my favorite characters in this whole game. So, yes, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been part 2 of the Hildibrand adventures. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.